just a short introduction lang. I'm just a regular Bisaya from Mindanao, belonging to the millennial generation. So I've had experience of four administrations to make a comparison, no? And I found a little bit of my voice through Miss Joy's TikTok lives. Masaya doon. So, and disclaimer lang, pardon me for speaking in English, no, since not everyone here can understand Bisaya, and I'd rather avoid fumbling my words in Tagalog. So actually, Miss Joyce, sinulat ko siya, so I can say it quickly, no. So the Marcos presidential win, no, gave us so much hope, especially when he promised continuity of Duterte's policy, and especially a foreign policy that made sense, that was an independent from the U.S. influence. We were on the path of decolonizing during Duterte's time and positioning our country as the most promising in Southeast Asia. He dangled that promise carrot of hope in front of our faces, and we unfortunately followed it. But what happened barely a year into his office? He committed the biggest deception in Philippine politics. After giving him and his family the benefit of the doubt, he turned a lot of his promises upside down and undo a lot of Duterte's efforts. From bringing cronyism back with a vengeance, allowing the malicious and unfair attacks of our beloved Vice President, and threatening PRRD with ICC arrest. He took a very soft stance on the NPA to a point of dissolving NTF-ELCAC. NTF-ELCAC that has done more in bringing peace in Mindanao in its 4 years of existence during Duterte's time than the decades of administrations beforehand. He stayed quiet on many issues like the calamities affecting many people, especially in Mindanao, and the deaths of several of our soldiers, while he partied in Malacanang and enjoyed concerts and trips abroad. He brought back inefficient services, turned a blind eye on illegalized corruption, allowed petty crimes to proliferate, and removed that sense of safety that we felt during Duterte's time. He allowed the silent tyrannical attacks on his critics. And the most important factor for me, especially from what is happening in the global geopolitical environment that we have nowadays, our world has never been this close to a World War III. And instead of avoiding that path of danger, or at least avoiding the path of two elephants possibly fighting, he brought us closer to it, and even proudly stated we are back at the front lines. Let me emphasize that. He proudly stated we are back at the front lines. No sensible leader will put his country in danger. That for me is the biggest treachery. He's not only risking the present lives of Filipinos but the future generations ahead. Weak, bangag are not even enough adjectives to address him. Pisting yawa, siya na tao. He cares about sanitizing his family's reputation at the global scene and acquiring their family's ill-gotten wealth. He does not care for the Filipinos, and he does not care for our country. If you truly care for our country, and if you truly are a Filipino in your heart and mind, you will not allow him to destroy our country. Yun lang po, Miss Joy. Thank you very much.